Yo, what's up guys? Elfio's on here, and today I'm back for another review of one of my matches that I played last week. But today we're not going to be analyzing healthy matches, but more a monotype. The monotype BLT season 6 ended up last week. We were playing in final. I'm with the Bladestorm Bisharps, and we played against the Snowpoint Staravias. My good friend the King Carp was playing with this team, so it was really nice to play against them. I'm not gonna be covering all the matches that were played. My friend TKK already did it on his channel. I'll be linking the link to the video in the description below if you want to see them all. I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight on my game that I played, since it was I think a pretty interesting matchup that we don't see often. And so yeah, let's jump right into it. So as I see, we have a mirror match between two fire type team. Fire is not a very common in monotype. The monotype is reigned by the top three types, which are flying, water, and sea. We start to see much more of dark types and steel as well. But fire is really not common. So as we can see here, so my team is based around Torkoal, of course, to set the sun, and we have a Rotom Heat with the light clay to set up screens. So after you have 4 breakers, we have Quiver Dance, Volcarona, you have Choice Scarf, Blastophallon, you have Boots, Libero, Cinderace, and also you have Specs Volcanion. On the other side, you have a more balanced fire type team. You have the Spidef Incineroar, which will be pretty difficult to pass with my team unless I can bring in the Volcanion. You have the Scarf Cinderace. You have the Boots Volcanion, which will be also the biggest threat on the team of my opponent, which is Silver Grace. You have Quiver Dance, Volcarona, pretty standard. You have Rocks, Earth Power, I think Flash Cannon, and Magma Storm, Heatran, and you have the Moltres, which has act as a pivot, a defogger, and as well which has Scorching Sun, which is a new addition in Gen 8, and that can hit pretty hard all my team, all except of course Rotom Heat. So let's start the match. I'm gonna lead with Torkoal, since I don't want to get the wrong lead. And also I expected the Incineroar to be the lead of choice, just to knock something, and I think that would have been a good play from me. So as we can see here, I'm setting up Sun, but that doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go straight to Rotom Heat to heat the Scorching Sun, which is fine. I can already T-Wave something to cripple them, and I get the Incin, which is really nice. I can Volt Switch in my Torkoal. I don't really value the Eat Rock on this team, since both team will benefit from Sun, so it doesn't really matter. I'm able to put Rocks just to put a little bit of pressure on Heatran, and also I don't know if it's Boots Volcanion at that point. I'm going to pivot onto the Rotom as well, since it's pretty free. They have U-turn, so maybe it was better for them to just U-turn at that point. I have a free Volt Switch. I'm going back to Volcanion, and now I can start to do some damage. And here we have an interesting turn. So my opponents know that I'm not going to Steam Eruption when you have another Volcanion in front. Hurt Power was really predictable. Maybe they could have just tried to go into Moltres. Anyway, Moltres doesn't have a really good matchup here unless it can check Volcarona, but Volcarona is already hard stopped by Heatran. So if I was them, probably I would have just tried to sack Moltres, or to see if I was locked. So I get a kill, and which is really fine. They see that I'm Specs due to the damage. They have a free U-turn, which is fine. I'm So here, what? Oh yeah. Okay. So the put rocks. I'm gonna put a light screen just to help tank the hits. I'm able to T-wave the E-Trend, which is really good as well. I have a volt switch. I'm gonna go to the Turkle just to heat the magma storm that was coming, but that's fine. They just didn't got it. I'm able to live the hurt power to spin, and also I'm able to body press the E-Tran, so which will do a lot of damage, and that will help me a lot. Unfortunately, fortunately they get parried, sorry, and I'm gonna read. So here we have an interesting turn. So so I high body press them, they get paralyzed, and obviously the second one body press will kill them, but they will not let E-Tran go that easy, because they are an immunity to flamethrower from Bladestorm. Even if I'm never gonna be locked in flamethrower, it's always good for them to keep it, and also Moltres can defog at some point. So I'm gonna see this coming, and also it covers the hurt power and the toxic. I go to Rotom. I get a free volt switch if I remember correctly. So here I'm gonna put it on fast, yeah. So yeah, I can go straight to Bladestorm, get a kill, and on this I was not going to kill, so I decided to just sack Torkoal, put Sun, and as well it allows the water types to be less effective. I'm able to T-wave it, and also I get a light screen up, and they get power, but that doesn't matter since I was dying anyway. It's a roll to kill for both sides, and unfortunately we don't get it either. I'm able to kill it at the end, and there we see that it's Scarf Cinderace, which is less threatening than the usual set. So Specs Volcanion is now going to clean the game, and it was a really good matchup for it. As we see, HF kick is not gonna be enough. So that's gonna be the ending of the game. It was a pretty interesting game, since, as we said, a tough matchup on both sides. I think that in the early game, they could have just pressure more with U-turn on Moltres. This could have been really difficult for me. They didn't bring Volcanion as much as they could have, and this allowed me to get free kills and free momentum as well. I'm pretty happy of how we ended. So as we can see here, we ended up 4-1. My friends losing, Ashbel and Tier won their game. On the other side, Anik won versus Riku. It was a pretty close game as well on that in Aurus. So yeah, we ended up getting the dub for the win. I'm pretty happy about it, and congrats to the Snowpoint Staravias for making it that far. And I'll be handing so it will be the end of the video. So as well, if you have comments and suggestion, you can leave it in the comments, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Take care and goodbye.